That's Sarah. You just saw her real close.
Well, I might not. Might have to cut that part.
I'm gonna leave it in just because now.
Anyways, we're back to black and white films winning. That's okay with me, because it's not common to win.
This bitch.
Rebecca.
Number 13.
By Hitchcock. Rebecca.
Rebecca, 1940. It's got the two main characters. Well, there's like three main characters that you need to really pay attention to, but the two that you really pay attention to are Maxim, which is Laurence Olivier, who was knighted in England, so he's Sir Laurence Olivier.
I do know.
And then Miss de Winter.
Fun fact.
And that's Joan Fontaine.
Pretty girl.
Yeah, she actually is like a really pretty. Like she's really wholesome. Like
I can't tell if it's her character or if it's who she is, but
yeah, she's
pretty girl.
Picnic. Another girl I would take to a picnic. She's like a shy ladies' companion that used to be a profession back in the day.
Oh my gosh, that I don't know. It's like a butler, but it probably was inappropriate for the lady to have a man traveling with her.
Not so much as like a butler, so it was pretty much like somebody that you can. It's like buying a best friend.
Yeah, and she needed a best friend because she was, ugh. I literally
like,
wrote, ugh, her employer.
It's
dumb.
like buying somebody to travel with you. I'm like, and they're staying in Monte Carlo. And then she meets a wealthy guy, Maxim. They fall in love in Monte Carlo. They get married, and they return to Mandalay, which is where he grew up. And
straight up mansion.
Yeah, it's his country estate in Cornwall. Then you find out, like, you start to peel back the layers of Max a little bit more, and how his first wife died like a year ago in a boating accident.
Soon already. And you get odd. It's Hitchcock, I'm assuming, and so just throughout the film, I'm just like, this guy is creepy. This guy is weird, and then they show up in all the servants. Anyways, go ahead. It's like, yeah, servants are creepy. You're just getting this vibe of creepiness during the course of this, by the way.
Yeah, all of the help of, like, there's one in particular, Mrs. Danvers. She's scary. She's scary.
She's scary.
She's creepy. Like, if you, like, I wouldn't, no, I wouldn't want her anywhere near me. But she clashes with Mrs. Danvers, and, like, the rest of the help, like, pretty much everybody liked his first wife, Rebecca, that passed away. So she feels like she's always being compared to her. Mm-hmm. But Mrs. Danvers, like, takes it to a whole nother level, and is like,
I think she had a crush on her, but that's
like,
just personal.
Yeah, I thought that too. I was like,
okay,
was this chick in love with Rebecca?
I think she was, and they lived in separate. Well, she had the affair, I guess, but
this Mrs. Danvers is like hanging out in Rebecca's old bedroom, like
she used to brush her hair for 20 minutes at a time.
I'm like, what? Okay.
It's just, it bordered on unhealthy. That's
yeah.
all I'm saying. So either like, you know, like roommate situation where the person's like crazy obsessed with her, or like we're thinking
yeah,
little crush.
Slowly but surely she realizes that, like, Rebecca, even though she's passed away, she still has like a very strong hold on everyone that knew her, and then everyone in Mandalay, like, still talks about her all the time. All of her stuff is pretty much still there, like, around, to where it's like she's there but she's not there. It's kind of like she's being haunted. I mean, I'm not gonna go any more into it because it's worth a watch. It's a Hitchcock movie.
I think so too. Yeah, and I don't want to. All I know is there's a twist, and then towards the end, and then there's like another twist. It's like a double twist, and I was like, oh, now I see what's going on. Now I see what everybody talks about. And then this one is funny because I've never even heard of it. It sounded like a mediocre plot. But then watching it, I thought was interesting, and you get to see his style, like the camera angles, and like I think I've seen part of Psycho, like just I don't know, it was fun, and I didn't mind it being black and white. It actually fit black and white, I think.
Oh, that's one of the trivia. Hitchcock, he wanted to specifically keep it black and white because he wanted to keep it dark.
Yeah, that makes sense.
This movie was also based on a novel.
Yeah, so many, and it makes me excited because I just started reading again, but
yeah,
there's so many, like, I feel like the greatest movies would not exist if it wasn't for books, so.
I feel like I should have written down the author's name. Written down?
Yeah.
Grammar's hard, guys. I should have written the author's name down because Hitchcock actually made 2 movies based on 2 of her books.
Okay.
I really enjoyed it. I love Hitchcock movies because they're not like other movies. They're not just straightforward. They have like layers.
Because it's Hitchcock. Birds scare the crap out of me. I have a problem with birds.
I'm a really big horror movie fan, and I love all of Hitchcock's movies because they're not just like slasher movies. They're actually movies that make you think. Like, and they have like good twists to where it's a different kind of horror movie, and it's actually, I prefer it over like a Saw. I'm not really into like.
Well, Saw had a twist.
Like, I like it, but
Saw had some twists.
But it's a little bit more on the gory side.
And I completely agree with you. I've only seen like 2 of Saws.
I mean, other than Hitchcock films, I would say like if I had to pick like a horror movie,
like genre
thing to go with, Michael Myers, Halloween's.
Yeah, I was a Freddy fan. Or not Freddy. Actually, Freddy scared me. I had to wait until I was too old. Or older. Then I could handle him. No, I watched Jason. So I was watching Jason, you were watching Myers. We were both young.
And we just went off on a horror movie tangent.
Yeah.
Do you have a rating?
I give it a solid 3 O's. It wasn't like extraordinary and it wasn't terrible. Like, I'm glad I watched it right in the middle. I give it 3.
I actually enjoyed it a lot, so I'm gonna give it 4. And because it's Memorial Day, I'll probably do some Memorial Day thing. How was your
week?
How was your week?
It was good. I've been to Milwaukee and I've been out to Florida to visit my sister for her birthday. Surprised her like a couple days early. So get to see her, get to see Pup out there, Pup. Give her some love, and what else? And you got to see X-Men. I didn't get to go see X-Men this week.
Read comic books sometimes. And that would be my favorite one.
I don't read comic books, but I still enjoy X-Men a lot.
Beast for life. Oh, and we don't really know who won the challenge because
she overslept. She didn't come on time to the weigh-in, but Ashley definitely won. There's no way to compete with her numbers. She gained like a beast. I was in 3rd with a measly 12 pounds. But
that's. I think everybody did well for where everybody's been at in their life. Like, I think everybody did really well.
I think so too.
Yep.
This is Ashley.
That's Sarah. We're out again. Another week.
See you next week.
Bye.